Good morning. What up, dog? Y'all little John Lucian this morning. What's good? Hey, let another minute or so roll past before I start running my mouth. It's probably a little bit too jazzy, but hey, your boy Curl got a lot of layers to him. You did. And I ain't just talking about the fat, goddamn. 30 more seconds, y'all. I ain't got nothing to talk about. I'm just being nosy this morning and being silly. We are going to speak on some idol worshiping, though, but I digress for now. Hey, come on, John. Oh, hey, good morning, all praise to the Most High and to His only begotten Son. He sent forth. Thank you, Jehovah. Don't let go. So, a lot of people be having it twisted about what idol worship is. It is what it is. You know what I mean? And see, y'all got to understand that I went through a trial before I came to, well, actually, before I went to any oh, of the social media sites, I went through trial in real life. And who better when you discover the truth or when you start to see things clearly in this matrix? Who better do you go to than your closest friends and family? Who better do you go to? See, Jesus had that same issue too. His own cousins and his own relatives was calling him crazy. Hey, like, hey, ain't that Mary's son? Yeah, that's him. No, you know what Mary I'm talking about. You talking about Mary that's married to Joseph the carpenter. Yeah, that's him. And he say he what now? And he doing what? Oh, nah, no, no. I'm not going for it. But that's the way it happened. We always when we start to see things in this world, the first people we run to are the people that we love and trust. It's just instinct. You know what I'm saying? That's who we run to. And then, pitiful for us, those that stumble onto some truths in this world, we be thinking we going to our people with some good news. We be thinking we coming to try to break some barriers away. And you get to your cousin, you get to your homeboy, and they start looking at you like you crazy. And then when they see that you're not changing your tune, they start treating you like you crazy. You know how you treat crazy people. How you treat crazy people? Anybody? You treat crazy people like this. You just simply stay the hell away from it. Then you may get somebody, hey, you seen such and such? Yeah, I seen such and such. Man, you talk to him? Yeah, man, but I ain't trying to hear that crazy stuff he be talking about. And why is the stuff that you saying crazy? Why is it crazy to come out your mouth? It's crazy because you speaking on one of their idols. And it ain't necessarily got to be their specific idol. It can be someone that's set up to be an idol. You know, that's why you sound so crazy. So let me break it down to you. You got a person that you grew up with, you done been in the trenches with, fought with, ate with, busto, with. Through thick and thin, y'all with each other. Then when you start to see things and how things lay out, and you start to speak against those things, a gun, a group, a gang couldn't keep your brother, your friend away from you. But when you start talking about them idols, boy, now people want to keep away from you. Now people want to call you crazy. When you explain to them the mental manipulation in music, the purpose in it, the distraction in it, and it ain't something that they want to hear, oh man, they do what any person would do. You stay away from that. I don't want to hear that crazy stuff. Hell, I might find out something. I might discover something more to you, Indigo. I might discover something that might be true, and I might can't look at my soap operas no more without feeling some type of way. Yeah, the mass majority of the time that you making your people aware, thinking you doing a good deed, they're castrating you. You dig? I hate to use so harsh of a word, but they're castrating you. In their mind, you're becoming more and more irrelevant. Nobody wants to hear you say nothing wrong about their idol. Hey, Earth, how you doing this morning? Good to see you, beautiful women. So that's what I'm on. I've been on this for, kind of dedicated. I always talk about this stuff, but I've been talking about idol worship for the last few weeks because I've been noticing it, the look on people's face. It's like poking them with a fork when you bring this subject up to them. And I like that. I like that. I don't like to torture nobody, but if I'm doing these things to wake a person up, uh, save their life in the long run, I'ma do it. I'ma rub that salt in that wound because I idol worship most of my life. You think I wanted to admit to that? You think I wanted to admit that me buying a ticket, going to a concert, going to basketball, football, hockey, baseball? Do you think I wanted to admit that I was guilty of idol worship doing those things? Oh, I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Do you think I wanted to admit that I was guilty of somewhat pre-homosexual acts? Because yes, I do look at the women's sports. I don't care. I don't really look at the basketball nowadays because the feminine and the women in basketball have really dissipated. A lot of them, you can tell, and munched the carpet or two. You understand in their day, you can tell the mannerism. It's just like a male. You can tell when a male have been played with. His back door been played with. Because it's a feminine that overwhelms the man. You dig what I'm saying? And it be that same way with the woman. You can tell, you can see that snap, you can see that shoulder hunch in that woman, you know what I'm saying? It's like either you are a tomboy or are a tomboy or you've been munching, straight like that. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And it's all about standing in it and seeing it for what it really is. I used to go to the baseball games. I used to go to the Joe Louis Arena in Old Tiger Stadium. One of my mama old boyfriends, taught me he showed me how to get my playing cards, my collectible sports cards signed. And we go sign right there and wait for him to pull out the stadium and hey, can you sign my autograph, please? Hey, I'm such and such, whoop, whoop, whoop. And a lot of times those guys used to stop and sign our autographs. You know what I mean? So shout out to the old school because they don't do that nowadays. You're bothering people, nowadays apparently because they're not so eager to do that for their fans these days. Not unless you down with some type of society or group or something like that. Then yeah, you get them to come to your school. Then you know what I mean. You get them to come to a party or something. Then you down with the flock. You dig? So I like to bring this subject up just to see how the body language is, just to see that nose flare, that brow raise up. You know what I'm saying? Those wrinkles appear in the forehead. Because once you see that, a person is knee deep in idol worship. And you first got to be um you got to be at peace with it, especially if you're over it, especially if you're guilty of it. Because one thing to do, like AA tell you, uh the first step to recovery is admitting that you have a habit. So the first step to recovery when it comes to okay, you don't want to be an idol worshiper. You didn't have a clue what you was doing. You was just doing what was, a learned behavior. The first step is to admit that you're guilty of what you're doing. After you do that, after you realize it and admit it, hey, recovery is just a step away. It's all on you. I'm going through my feed and I'm hearing Ice Cube said this and you remember the girl he did the movie with, the little baseball where she was a football player. She's in the in the feeds all of a sudden. Y'all think that's coincidence? That's crazy. But why do you people need celebrities to validate what you've been saying for years? Ice Cube come hit the scene. What's his name? Money Mike, Micro Mini Pimp. He hit the scene. These men are saying stuff. They got a few other details, but the mass majority of the rhetoric they spilling is rhetoric that's been out here for years. Gatekeepers, pedos, everybody gotta be forced to do homosexual acts if they want to move up. All this, the casting couch, all this stuff been out here for years. But see, you see who your idol worshippers is because they don't hear it until a celebrity says it. When a celebrity says it, guess what? Oh, did y'all hear what such and such said? Such and such said, and you thinking to yourself, man, William Cooper said all this stuff before he died in 2001. What are you talking about? What's the name said? You needed what's the name to say this, that, and the other for you to even hear what's being said? Idol worshiping. And it's sad. What's really sad about it is that our whole society is built up around it. That's how they control us. That's how they control our music. That's how they control our hairstyles. That's how they control our what kind of cars is in, what type of clothes are in. You see, overnight, people went from wearing baggy. Us men went from wearing baggy clothes to wearing clothes tighter than what women wear overnight. Why? Why did this happen? Because the idol worship program is in full effect. One day I seen LeBron and Dwayne Wade come on TV or press conference with their sleeves damn near at their elbows, and we sat back and laughed. Me and my kids, we was sitting in here laughing at this stuff. And right overnight, the whole neighborhood dressing like it. And y'all think it's organic. No, it's because one of their idols they put in front of you to be exactly what they are, an idol. One of their idols, you understand, uh, put this style in. You got to remember, see, y'all looking at Dwayne Wade and LeBron James as individuals. No, them are corporations. They are owned by corporations. Nothing they do or say is from their own originality. They're bought, they're owned. I hate when you people try to make it seem like we talking Illuminati stuff because it is what it is. But we just downright letting you know what's going on right up under your nose. And trust me, don't get it twisted. Just because I come out and talk this stuff, you think I wanted to admit any of this stuff was real? You know how many years I went trying to find out and disprove what I stumbled up on? Do you really? I was a sports fanatic. When they say fan, I was the epitome. I hated people from other cities because they were rivals against my sports team. I hated them for no reason. I was a poster child of program idol worshiping. I went to Chicago, my nose was all turned up. All turned up. I went to Ohio. I'm looking at them all snooty faced, like, man. And like, what's your man? Hell with these niggas, man. I hate this city. For what? You ain't never been there. You ain't never been to the city. How you hate them? Oh, you know what it. You already know. You already know. That was the book right there, Earth, that tipped me off. And listen, I picked up that book because he was talking about aliens. I picked up that book because he was talking about aliens. He was going in depth on some things that nobody else could go deep on because he had interactions with things that happened that was unexplainable, which is what a lot of us, start to believe in the alien phenomenon. And don't get me wrong, the alien is real, but it ain't what they telling you it is. It's not what they telling you it is. It's real. But that was the only reason I picked up that book. I stumbled through there. I seen him speaking, had a nice big old section talking about aliens. Boom. All the way to fast forward today. You can't get me to believe one of them images they show you on TV. You can't get me to believe that it's little people with big old eyes come from other planets. You can't even get me to believe there's a such thing as another planet after Earth these days. You dig? It's crazy, but that's the way things happen. When I got a hold to that book, all type of stuff around me start revealing itself because I start asking questions. I wanted to make sure what I was reading was just a book and not no reality to it. Just this dude's perspective. That's what I wanted to make sure. You did what I'm saying? But my number one thing right now is to get people to drop the idol worship. You're allowing people to rape your brain, your mind, your heart, and these characters that you trust, all the way down to the people you see on your news station. They are not what you think they are. They are characters. They are bought and paid for. They sign non-disclosures. They sign contracts. Do you understand what I'm relaying to you right now? They have signed contracts. Most of the people you see on TV are on there from blood relations. They're on there from blood relations. Like it or not, a lot of people in this land are silver spooners. A lot of people in this land are living off generational wealth. And yeah, you may have not ran into these people before, but I see them every day. I've seen them my whole life. Looked at them and wish and wonder why that couldn't have been me. I don't feel that way now because the mass majority of them snooty, bougie, nothing I like. And I vowed, hey, if money make you act like that, keep that money. I'm good because I don't never want to be that way. I don't never want to be the opposite of down to earth. I don't never want to look at another man and feel like he's less than me because he ain't got what I got. I never want to feel like that. I never want to live next to a man that's barely making it, catching the bus every day, and I'm sitting right next door to him with 4, 5 cars. Never wanted to be that. Well, if he wanted, he could do. Yeah, whatever. You know, it's enough people that think like you in this world. You do that thinking. I'm not that one. I'm not him. I don't like looking down on people. I like being shoulder to shoulder, eye to eye. That's just me. I've been in position to be over people, and it's not me. It's not me. And I mean over people monetarily. See, in this world, people think the world of you when you got monetary means. Whether they just want to use you or not, you're nothing to them without your monetary means. Always know that. If you messing with a woman, if you got a woman that claims she's conscious, but she based all her relationships off finance, you better get away from that woman. You better get away from that man because it ain't gonna end well. See, remember, the Bible don't say money is the root to all evil. The Bible say the love of money is. You understand what I'm saying? So when you got a person that based off even having a sit down conversation with you based off how much you accumulate, that woman is telling you that there's no love for you ever in their heart. That's what that man is telling you. There's no love for you ever. There's love for what you got. Then we can decide whether we're gonna pretend to love. You understand? See, Earth, you say LeBron, all of these dudes is homosexuals, pedophiles, all of these dudes is. They have to play. The people who run the show are guilty of these things. You don't think you have to play their game to get in the game? Uh Check out Jay Marvelous. He just did one on 3-6 Mafia, right? I literally heard Country Black, and out of all the years that I've been keeping up with them, this is my first time hearing Country Black say that they was trying to get their contract signed, and they went to the mansion parties. Him, them, Big Rob, uh, the white boy and Big Rob, all of them went to the mansion. Country Black say he stepped off in the room and seen the freaky deaky go off because he was looking for a particular room, but he walked into that one. Country Black say he came out the room, seen his homies right there, and chopped it up with them like, hey, yeah, they doing this, that, and the other in the room. And the other two homies tell Country Black, yeah, one of us got to go in there. Now answer this. What did he mean by this, y'all? One of us got to go in there and take one for the team. And Country Black say, what? Of course, these niggas rap with 3-6 Mafia. They rap for the devil. So will Country Black tell us that he went in there and took one for the team? Would he tell us the truth? He's so-called telling us the truth about the issue with going to the party, which they didn't ever have no problem. You got a couple of them that was practicing black magic anyway. A lot of people got spooked and left the group because they did some type of ritual, some type of seance with one of the guys that practiced black magic, and everything they asked for had came true. So a couple of guys had just straight up left the group. If I'm not mistaken, I can't remember the other guy, but one of them was Project Pat. Project Pat was the one that enabled them to get heard, on the radio. So when they seen, what was really going, that this stuff was really, really real, a couple people was like, oh no, I'm good. Hypnotized minds. See, they played good. They made good on their name because the way they got it out, the way they got it spelled, 666 and they emblem, they logo, a lot of people like myself didn't put together 666, the mark of the beast. It had to be like a year or two. I discovered them because some cat left the CD in my car, and I was throwing out trash out my car. And I, look up under my seat, I see a whole brand new CD, right? And I'm about to get ready and throw it. Matter of fact, I didn't throw it out. And then I realized that at least check it out before you just throw it out. So I put the CD in there, man. I let a couple of them Johns roll. And I'm a fool. I'm a sucker. I'm a simp for bass lines. So they had me. If you know anything about 3 6 Mafia, bass lines, they had me. I listened to about a good. I ain't listened to the whole songs, but I just listened to the rhythm and what it sound. How it sounded, whatnot. Right? That's the one that had "Don't You Know." Don't you know? Man, I heard that. I'm like, oh, I'm keeping this CD. And it took me almost 2 years to realize that 666 Mafia was 666, the mark of the beast. Yes, I was familiar with the Bible, but see, the thing is, they claim hypnotized mind. And that's exactly what they did to a lot of people. I know that I wasn't the only one that they got like that. I know I wasn't, because they use hypnotism to steer your mind away from that, so that you can envelop yourself inside their music. And once the music hits you, they got you. If what they saying resonate in your spirit, they got you. And during the time I found them out, I was a fucking demon. Excuse my language. I was a demon. At the time I discovered 3 6 Mafia, I was guilty of having two women on my block. The block over me, after me, another one. The block down further on my same block, I had like a man, and everybody knew what was going on. It was about who gonna hit the door first. First come, first serve type of situation. But it wasn't like that, but that's how it was to them. A straight demon. So of course I was hypnotized. Of course I was. Then when I realized it, I just it was like one of the moments where you just hold your mouth open and put your hand over it like, oh snap. Like, that's why I was so engaged in the music. It's music to the devil. See, y'all gotta understand, man. The music to the devil be the best music you hear. Music to the devil sounds better. Let me give you an example. Michael Jackson made a song called, on his Butterfly CD, he made a song called Heaven Could Wait. Now, just off the name of the song, you should observe, or you should understand that it's a satanic song. Heaven Can Wait. Now, that's the prize. If you can make it through this battlefield into heaven, that's the prize. That's the grand prize. It don't get no better than that. And what Michael Jackson was saying in the song, heaven can wait. I want this creation. I'm gonna worship this woman before I even think about worshiping God. And the song is a beautiful song. So many songs, man, dedicated to Satan, man. Y'all wouldn't believe. But listen, they're beautiful songs to the ear. I can guarantee you, that's just one of them. That's just one. But we got to break ourselves. We got to break these chains, man. They've been programming us for far too long, using Satan's method to deceive, make you feel like they're here for you. They're pro-human, but really they hate you. They want you dead. They really want you to kill yourself because that will negate you having a resurrection. They really want you to kill other people and die so you won't get a chance to ask for forgiveness and work towards that forgiveness. The only reason we're in this situation is because the spirit realm, there were those in the spirit realm upset and jealous that we were created and that they had to submit to us. They were hella, or should I say, are hella mad about the situation. When it comes to these celebrities, they are not what you think they are. They are not individuals. They are not. They gave that up when they signed the contract. And then you see the sister brought it up down here. LeBron is Boule. You know what Boule do, y'all? Boule set your trends. Boule is the people that say, okay, y'all, um, brother such and such, them about to graduate. They about to get ready and open a factory over here on such and such. They will be producing these kind of hats, these kind of shirts, these kind of belts. We need one of y'all billboard people, one of y'all characters, celebrities, to wear these fashions so that the masses can see them. And boom, it's over with after that. All we got to do is put them on TV, and boom, the masses gonna go out and buy what they see they celebrities got on because the masses are nothing but goy. See, this is what the rulers call the masses. They call them goy, beasts of burden, people who have no brains. They only do what they're told to do. With exception of a couple people out of every 100,000 people, with exception out of every million that actually thinks for themselves, the majority of everybody else do what they're told. How are they told? By putting it on the TV, by putting it on the radio. Hey, this is LeBron James. Yeah, we're gonna be over here, do this, that, and the other. Make sure y'all wear y'all gazelle shades and listen. They've been doing this thing for a long time. Didn't y'all see the Colosseums over there in Rome? I know you probably couldn't see them in person, but you see images of them, right? You see stadiums, right? Right? Come on, let's use our little bit of sense this morning. You seen stadiums, right? Right. So if you see stadiums, you know that these games that we're playing now is nothing new. They may have been different games, but at the same time, they were games. No ruler is going to leave games up to chance. So it's safe for us to say there were scripts being done even way back when. What's going on, Truth Seeker? There were scripts being read even way back then. You had people like Plato that sit there and told you that the world is a stage. Sit there and told you. Why do we even know about Plato? Because the rulers of this world made sure Plato was down. Either he was down or they made him down with their clique. They only use rhetoric. They only regurgitate things that people say that belongs to them. You don't hear these people quote no scriptures. You don't hear them trying to point you to the Bible. They want you to know that they want you to know about Plato and Socrates, Shakespeare. Y'all see the homosexual tendencies in what they give us? Shakespeare, huh? Oh, it goes way further than that now. It goes way further than Shakespeare. These people sick. Our whole society is based off sex. Based off sex. I remember as a young man waking up, I couldn't think about nothing but sex. There's people my age now that can't do nothing but think about sex. Why? Because that's the way it was made. In your state capital, you have a penis. The Washington Monument is a penis. And that same penis is in front of the people that's been pretending to be worshipers or followers of Christ for all these many years, the Catholic Church. And you got one in England. Yeah, that monument you see is a penis. Everything they do is sexual based. When you see triple X represents triple six. You think porno, all of us think porno, but at the same time, it's a two and threefold thing when you talk about X. You talk about Roman numerals, or you talk about geometry, or should I say, when you talk about, damn, I just had the damn. When you make numbers, words, letters into numbers. XXX equals 666. You know why? Because X is the 24th letter in our alphabet. X is the 24th letter, y'all. 2 plus 4 equals 6. 2 plus 4 equals 6. 2 plus 4 equals 6. That gives you 666. You got people on these networks, or should I say on my feed, talking about Fox just lied. Of course, Fox just lied. Fox is 666, right? F is what? The sixth letter in your alphabet, right? O is your 15th letter in your alphabet. Now we already know what 6 is. 6 is 6. But see, with the O being that it's the 15th letter, you got to do 1 plus 5. 1 plus 5 equals 6. X is your 26th, your 24th letter in the alphabet. So you got to do 2 plus 4. Fox equals 666. You know that news station you've been trusting for most of your life to give you information, accurate details, and all that good stuff? The devil has his mark on there. It belongs to him. Matter of fact, this whole world belongs to him. There's only a few people that don't. Scriptures say broad and spacious is the road to everlasting damnation. That's where you get the term Broad Street from, y'all. See, they like to mock God every chance they get. Because it's just like this. You fighting. You see your opponent getting the best of you, right? So you try your best to, if not find a weakness, open a weakness. So you use the last weapon you got. It's your mouth. They mock God every chance they get because that's the only thing they can do. See, there's a realm where time don't exist, See, Satan have already lost. He's already met his demise. See, in this realm of time, he's doing his best to convince you that that's not so. That all that stuff is just talk. Don't believe that stuff. We're thriving. You see all these thousands of brotherhoods we got lined up? We're thriving. We ain't dying. But see, the scripture told us that the kings of the earth will get all their soldiers together to battle God at the place of Armageddon. So you do right by recognizing that there's a lot of secret societies out here. Let's count them up. Let's go from the bottom to the top. All the street gangs. Let's just do the famous ones. You got the M13 people. You got your biker gangs. You got the Latin counts. You got the Bloods. You got the Crips. Then you got your fraternities. Almost every college has a fraternity. Then you got your fraternity of police. Then you got your fraternity of firefighters, right? Then you got your secret societies, the Jesuits, the Demolays, the Masonic Order, the Rosicrucians, the Rainbow Girls, Eastern Stars. See, for you smart guys, Satan got a whole lot of different looks for you. So if you recognize him here, he got a whole nother thing that functions on you not recognize him. You recognize him there, you got a whole nother function. Oh, no, this is brotherhood. This is real brotherhood. No, we don't do that hazing and stuff. We don't do all that stuff. Yeah. So don't be surprised. It's Satan's world. Well, why wouldn't he? And then I seen this one thing, man. Let me show you how we be guilty of idol worship. I was just guilty of idol worship not even a few years ago. One of my buddies, a Jehovah's Witness. And my wife had been telling me, man, my wife always tell me, quit putting these people on a pedestal. They human just like you. Quit making like they. So what I brought that up for is this. I got anti, people that hate Jehovah's Witness or used to be Jehovah's Witness, but not now. In the feed saying like such and such many Jehovah's Witnesses indicted in Philadelphia and in this state, And I'm thinking to myself, do you fools think because these people Jehovah's Witness, they supposed to be more than human or something? You think they supposed to be perfect or something? You don't think they still gonna, human beings gonna do dumb shit no matter what they know? No matter who they know? Don't we see this every day? See, that's why people got it twisted in the garden. How did Adam and Eve listen to the devil and they were perfect? Because perfection ain't got nothing to do with free will. That's why. God don't make robots. Free will. Why you think Jesus Christ was given the place he was given in heaven? Because he could have failed at any time. There was nothing stopping him from failing but him. He was under the same impressions, the same pressure, the same impressions, the same grid. Notice how they kept on saying that they accused him of this and they accused him of that, but he kept his mouth shut. He would not say nothing. Man, he could have got up out that action just like when Peter cut off the dude here. He could have got out that action as quick as you know what if he wanted to. Free will has nothing to do with perfection. Yes, our perfection got taken from us, but the Heavenly Father didn't dare take our free will. No, because if he take our free will, we're unable to prove our love to him. He take our free will, Jesus Christ is unable to prove his love for mankind. See, if it's already etched in stone, and yes, it was etched in stone to a degree, because if it wasn't Jesus Christ, someone will come along and God's word will be made true because God can't lie. But it was him. He earned his stripes, so to speak. He earned his position to be called Mighty Father. Notice I didn't say Almighty, because he was the first created and everything else created came through him. That don't mean he God Almighty. That means he's the hands, the word of God, because when God speak, it comes to pass. Did like running my mouth a little bit this morning, y'all. We got to get out this idol worship. We got to. These people staring. I see these people staring. You know, my neighbors. I can't say my peoples because most of us belong to Satan. Let's just be honest. I see them staring my people down that road. The people get a hold and start to figure out something ain't right. They raise up another one of their characters. And now those people who wasn't getting tricked by the character before, now they getting tricked now. We get Ice Cube to come back out. Ice Cube, he was pro-black back when he first came out, you know, after he left NWA with the horny little devil, you know, speaking up against racism and stuff like that. So it comes out, we find out that he really wasn't no gangster, that these dudes really is sorority dudes. These dudes belong to college graduates, you know, like Lil Jon and what's the one who just got allegedly just got killed? Young Jock, all these dudes, celebrity dudes. 2 Chainz, these niggas sorority niggas. There ain't nothing street about them. Ain't nothing hood about them. Only thing hood about them is the money they get off of exploiting the hood. I seen a couple of my homeboys talking about some, yeah, we you know, we having a candle for one of these kids. Man, I ruined their whole little party, man. I had cats ready to fight. I ruined their whole little party. Until you get a celebrity to walk your neighborhood and offer to help out older people, the less fortunate, offer to pay some bills, walk your dog, goddamn me. Until you show me that, until you get that, quit idol worshiping these bitches. Forgive my language. But I need to make my point, and I need to make it very, very irritating so that you won't forget. And everybody like good little slaves. Yeah, you a man. You can't get your own. Yeah. Just like I got my ass in line and waited to see some of these niggas and couldn't even get an autograph signed. And for the record, I ain't tried to get an autograph signed since Old Tiger Stadium. Y'all can do the math on that. Since Old Tiger Stadium was open in Detroit. I say about 2-3 years before. No. Probably about 5 years before they closed was my last time asking one of the players for an autograph. When I went out to the Palace in Auburn Hill, I didn't ask. Uh, when I went to the new Comerica Park, I didn't ask. Ford Field, I didn't ask. So the thing is this. These people care so much. Why ain't they sharing with the people that stand out in the cold, that's at the arena hours before a game start, hours in line, waiting to get them a $20 beer, a $15 hot dog? You people, goy, what you should do is you should protest. Hey, if I'm not good enough to get a little contract, to get a little signature on my football, on my baseball, on my card, you ain't worth me buying one of these expensive ass tickets. Huh? Oh man, you a grown man. You man, shut the fuck up. You sound like a real slave. You sound like a real slave. You can bend and break, but Lord forbid you ask a millionaire to do the same thing for you. Shut the fuck up. Go kiss the feet of one of these niggas. Go brag about what he said on TV and how he laid that ball up and how he caught that ball. Go idol worship, nigga. Till you show me a celebrity go through these neighborhoods that they're exploiting, these neighborhoods that's buying all they shit up, all they shoes, until you show me them coming back trying to give back, I dog walk one of you niggas on this bitch idol worshiping these bastards. I would catch you in mid bowing down. Oh yes, you the best singer. Oh yes, you the best. You're the GOAT. You're the best basketball player. You can catch the ball. You can put a ball through the hole better than anybody. You're the best. Bitch ass niggas. And the sad part about it, friends, I was just as guilty. Not so long ago, I was just as guilty. So I ain't disinclude myself when I'm talking, when I'm saying these foul names towards you. But see, the difference with me is you won't catch me dead doing it now. You won't catch me dead doing it now because I see the devil now. He can't hide from me no more. And I'm trying to enable anybody that's standing too close to me. I want you to see the devil too. I want you to see how fucking fake he is. How he's not worth you following. I don't care if you fake. You get it from him. He's not worth you following. Only thing he do, the best thing he gonna do is build you up so he can tear you down. That's the best thing he gonna do. Look at every celebrity you know, especially the quote unquote black ones. Build you all the way up just so he can tear you down. That's what you want. That's the God you choose. While you got all your youth and you can make them billions and billions of dollars, you that thing, you that guy. Soon as you can't do it no more, soon as you decide, oh, I ain't trying to take it up the ass no more. I'm straight on this. Then they bury you. Then they make you seem like you the worst person in the world. And you don't need much for them to make you seem like you the worst person in the world. Look at Tiger Woods. Look at Kwame Kilpatrick in Detroit, the mayor. Look at President Clinton. They don't need much. They don't need much. They'll crucify you. They have you looking like trash for jaywalking. They make you seem like you one of the most vile persons ever walked the earth. All you got to do is refuse friendship. That's all you got to do. Hey, okay, I made me some money. I'm good. Now here you come, tax evasion. They got some type of tax evasion on you. Now you got to do 3, 4 other movies just to make sure you clear this. Come on, man. I know y'all. Are y'all really not paying attention to what's going on? We really just in it for what we want to see and what we want to hear. We're not going to hear everything. We're not going to see everything. And I know everybody heard about this little baby who mama was supposedly stabbed 13 times. So you always got to pay attention to the numbers, y'all. The mama was stabbed up. The baby was kidnapped. I know y'all heard about it. It's around. And I'm gonna tell y'all straight up, and this is just my opinion. I don't believe it. I don't believe it's a real story. I don't believe it's real. Now let me explain. Let me explain. When I see these people going all out their way to love on a black child, when I see these press conferences where these people are looking like they're shooting a movie, acting like they care, I'm here to tell you that it's a fake. They're still squeezing. They still got it on the news. These people don't give a damn about you, me, or nobody else. They sit here, they make millions to sit in front of our face and read off a teleprompter. I ain't never seen. See, I was around with Mort Krim, Carmen Harlan. I've never seen no news broadcasters come to our school and try to give gifts to the kids, take the kids out. I've never seen them come to a neighborhood, ask older people, can they take out their trash? Can they clean their yard for them? I've never seen these millionaires do this. And you think they care about you? Have they offered to put food in your refrigerator? Have they offered to cut your grass? Have they offered to do anything helpful for all the many years you supported and put money in their pocket? Have they? Well, quit believing these people care about you. They don't. They don't care whether you live or die. If they did, they would probably been in your neighborhood a long time ago, seeing what they can repair. What can they fix? Can we put another park in? Can we make something safer? Their characters. I don't believe it and I won't believe it. I have no way to prove that it's a real. Everybody in the story is either dead or in prison where you can't get hold to them at. And I'm gonna tell you, When you in prison for something like what he did, you're isolated. So if it's just like the story I'm telling you about, he's gonna go in there in this jail and somebody's gonna kill him. Now you really can't question nobody. Oh, my cousin, that was my cousin, sister. Yeah, yeah, yeah. All you secret society motherfuckers always trolling these chats, in particular ones, to make fake stories seem real. Trying to make fake stories seem real. Look, some of us, a whole lot of us believe it, but some of us ain't buying. We not going. We don't care how you dress the pig up, lipstick, makeup, a wig, a dress. We still see a pig and we ain't kissing it. Uh, uh. Tell y'all why people hate me, man. I mean, they really hate me. Scared to get off in a conversation with me. You can think I'm all about God if you want to. I'm trying to get there. I'm about this matrix. I'm about these real world events, baby. You call it politics, I call it laughing. I call it laughable that people with sense could actually think that a Democrat and a Republican are really against each other. I call it funny as hell. But you continue to do what you want to do. I had to walk my path. I had nobody on my path that talked this type of way to me. So I'm just hoping to be that, that difference. I'm hoping to be that fire that hit you in your ass and make you hop up. You understand? That's what I'm hoping for. Because I think if I would have had this, I would have caught on a lot sooner. But I didn't. Only thing I had was William Cooper to just plant a seed that something ain't right. That's all he did. He just planted a seed. Everything else came from me asking questions. Now I discovered William Cooper in 98, 98, 99. I stopped looking at sports in like 2015, 2016. So even though uh, Bill Cooper didn't touch nothing on sports or nothing, me asking these questions led to me finding out that sports wasn't real. When I heard them refer to Vegas too many times, and they always did it, but I just started hearing it for some reason, and I started finding it crazy. I'm asking myself, ain't Vegas the gambling spot? And then right off the bat, I know that gambling is a scam. I know that the slot machines, the casino, I know that they scams. So this particular year, y'all, before they moved it to New York, which was a dead giveaway again to me, they had the headquarters of Instant Replay or something like that in Las Vegas, right? So I'm thinking about like, why would Vegas have anything to do with sports? Then boom, when I asked that question right there, then you start to find out that Vegas and gambling on sports Vegas makes way more than the leagues make during a season. Way more. It's not even close how much these teams and sports leagues are worth when it comes to gambling. When I found that out, I just started using basic common sense. No one, and I mean no one, when it comes to billions of dollars, no one is leaving that up to chance, dog. If I own a league, I'm not leaving nothing up to chance. See, they want you to think that the referees, because they got the speakers in their ears and all of this stuff is scripted, man. Scripted. So you idol worshiping individuals, just know the idols you worship are characters. They're not even real. They're not even real. I'm about to get her and get up off of here. Start cleaning up. I didn't think I was gonna talk that much. Hold up, I ain't gonna end it yet. I'm gonna go use the bathroom first. Yeah, that cough ain't what you think it is. Just got a little cold stuck in my throat. Sleeping in this air. Uh, but after this hot day, it's gone. Now, speaking of idol worship, I know y'all seen my community. LGI at the 1 hour and 13 minute and 15 second mark. Lady, you are crazy. You are so funny to me. If I knew you in real life, I make sure at least every couple days I grab you a little nip to sit on, sip on, and I will have you running your mouth all goddamn day to me. You are hilarious. I love old crazy people. That is until you start talking that nasty stuff. Then I had to get away from you. Then I had to scare your ass off. But I take a gamble every couple of days so I can hear you act like a damn fool. And I don't mean that no disrespect neither. You is crazy, lady. I do get enjoyment a lot of times, lady. You do make my skin crawl with the stuff that come out your mouth. But I understand you trying to you're presenting a certain product and you trying to make sure that if anybody come for you, you try to make sure they know what to be prepared for. So I could understand that to a certain extent. But see, LGI, you'll always be in my crosshairs. You sent your son to my goddaughter's house. And right now, I'm in the midst of tracking down this son or this person you got doing this. The last video I shot, I did put like what lot I pulled up in. So hopefully I say enough to you for you to pay attention because I would like you to send that nigga my way. I'd like you to send him my way. But that was a real sick thing you did. And yeah, you didn't know who you was messing with, but you do now. See, you need to understand this. When you did that, maybe it was an old video. Maybe it was old. But if you did that and the day that we got hold to that video, we seen that video, you didn't have no reason to send nobody to Vic house. Vic wasn't messing with you. You wasn't messing with Vic. But see, you picked the wrong house. I think that's gonna be your downfall. I think that was like a real critical mistake you made when you did that, old woman. And then you just keep going on and on about the type of stuff you do, how you get hold of people personal information. I may not like what you do, but I don't want you to spend your last days on this earth in no damn federal jail, no federal prison. Old lady, unless you're working for them, they're watching you and they're gonna get you. And not they're not gonna get you based off what you say to people. They're gonna get you because you talk too much. If what you're saying, the stuff that you're saying is true, they're either already finding out or they found out already and they just letting you build up your case against yourself. I told y'all back in 2020 that these people was watching us. They're watching. And if anybody come in contact with you, if you in violation and you got planned, none of my family gonna be hurt by this, they're watching everybody that come in contact with you. And if somebody come in contact with you, I pray that they not doing nothing they ain't got no business doing because they're gonna get brought up on charges too. Trying to tell you how these feds work. They'll let you build their case up. They'll make sure that you ain't got no outdate before they come for you. They'll make sure that your outdate would be at least in a 20 to 40-year range before they even bring it up. 98% conviction rate. 98% conviction rate. If I just in case I didn't say that right. Old lady, I know you sick, but I don't wish nobody spending the rest of their days in prison on my enemy, on my worst enemy. I wouldn't want that. But you do keep me laughing, old lady. That last one, which I guess you supposed to be, I guess you supposed to be doing some sexy pose. Lady, stop. Okay? Stop. And peace, y'all. I'm out of here.